Hey everyone, it is very good to know, very comforting to know that we share something in common. We can be people of God's Word, and we have this Bible prescribed reading list that is not rules, but it's just a way to connect us. And so I want to talk about that with you. That's what these videos are for. Today, our prescribed reading list in the book of Psalms is Psalms 27, 28, and 29. So whether you're reading part of that, all of that, I'm sure from day to day it changes. Some days you may read more, some days you may read less. Today I want to share with you a few verses from Psalm 27. It says that one thing I ask from the Lord, this one thing I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze on the beauty of the Lord and to seek him in his temple. David trusts, or the psalmist, whether it was David that wrote it, we don't know for sure. It is ascribed that he would be the writer, but it doesn't matter. The psalmist trusts that he would. He wants to maintain the ability, basically, to set time aside to go to church. He's wanting to go to the temple. Why? Because, especially in those days, God's presence rested in the temple. Now, that's obviously not the only place that God's presence rested, but the people of God, the Jewish people, knew that, and that's where they went to worship, the presence of God in the temple. And he said, I just want to be there because I want to seek you. It's worth me investing my time to seek your face, to be there. I want to do that. And he goes on and in verse 7, and he says, hear my voice when I call, Lord. Be merciful to me and answer me. My heart says to you, seek his face. Your love, or your face, Lord, I will seek. Again, David is, or the psalmist is saying, I am going to take the time. You know, we like to think we're so busy, but I assure you that people have always been busy. But David's like, I need to take this time. I know I need to take this time. You are worth taking this time. I want to know your presence. I have that opportunity, and I'm not going to let something else crowd that out. And he just goes on. I'll share two more, verses 13 and 14. It says, I remain confident of this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and take heart and wait for the Lord. This poem is like, just, it's worth it to wait for God, to wait for God, to know the presence of God, to seek that out, and to be in God's midst, to be uplifted, to be challenged, to pray to in times of tenderness, in times of hurt, in times of need, in times of glory and praise, all the times. It's worth spending time with God. That is a powerful word to the people of old who went to the temple. It's a powerful word for you and I today. And we know that God has answered these prayers and these songs and this beautiful poetry, but it's so much more than that. It's truth for us to meditate on as we read it, because God didn't only have his presence there, but he sent the presence among humanity. The Word among humanity. Who is that? Jesus, right? And Jesus lived, died, rose, that we may have faith in him, and we may eternally and internally have the presence of God within us. So we can know what the psalmist was saying and praying, and the song that was taken here, this 27th Psalm was taken and meditated and sang in the temple so long ago. We know the reality of that. Seeking God, spending time in God's presence. So we need to slow our minds and slow our bodies so we can, like the psalmist was singing, like the people of God sang of old, to wait, to know God, to spend some solitude, time of solitude in God's presence, worshiping, praying, seeking, hoping, living. May you be blessed today as you do that. Now go ahead and read the Psalm 27, 28, 29, all of it, whatever you can, and be blessed by it. That's my prayer for you. God bless you all.